A while ago, I came across an Instagram reel about color analysis of celebrities, and the video was basically built up in this way. I don't remember who the creator was specifically, so I'm just trying to describe the concept here. They showed the first photo of the celebrity in their signature look, in their signature styling, and then the second photo would be their quote optimized version in their color palette. And I remember one photo that particularly took me aback was the one of Donatella Versace. Because the first look was very much Donatella, right? The platinum blonde hair and the bangs and the straightness and the Versace colors and the maximalism and the patterns. And the second photo in her quote color palette, she just looked like not herself. And that really took me aback because, as someone who loves fashion very much and appreciates a unique look, unique styling choices like that, it was very almost unsettling for me to see how someone can get quote optimized to such a degree where you don't even recognize them anymore. And that really made me question, why do we want to optimize ourselves so much? Because one of the trends that I've been noticing a lot, I would say about the past year, maybe 2 years, is this whole color analysis, KB, body types, Kitchener essences, this whole fashion optimization that everyone is trying to do. And and I feel like, especially regarding today's social climate in or emotional climate when it comes to styling and fashion and beauty, we've been seeing this wish for seeing uniqueness again instead of this whole copy paste type thing. But it seems to be very contradicting with what is trending style wise, which is this very minimalistic, everyone does the same type of thing. I'm not trying to judge the copy paste vibes because everyone has to start somewhere, and simplicity appeals to the broader mass because what is in focus with simplicity is not what you wear but you. And there is beauty to all of these things in and of itself. But I think it is very interesting to look at the contrast of these trends. A risk of being judged, I believe, is the underlying emotion here that drives our decision to go towards beauty optimization, presentation optimization, rather than leaning into individuality and authenticity. In today's day and age, where people are increasingly talking about loneliness and looking for community, and that they feel like it's more and more difficult to find it, it makes sense that you don't want to jeopardize or, quote, think that you're jeopardizing your compatibility with other people by expressing yourself in a more unconventional way, style wise. Because even if we don't want it to be that way, many people do at least a first assessment, which style, presentation, and beauty are just a part of. At the same time, though, individuality is praised a lot online, and being, quote, basic or being labeled as boring are actually used as insults these days. And and I believe that is quite contradictory with the type of content that is mostly circulating in the internet world, which is basically these advice in its cores of how to stand out, how to build your personal brand, and how to be yourself. These types of videos, they all carry this underlying message of, let me present to you 10 approved ways of how to be attractive to the broader mass. But that is not what makes you unique. It is just a formula on how to be palatable to other people. I believe that the combination of all these factors creates this very weird contradiction when you look at it of people want to be unique and they crave individuality, they crave authenticity, but at the same time we're all following the same blueprint initially of how to be palatable for everyone. These observations have been lingering in my mind for a little while now, and I've been thinking about them a lot because I think it's quite fascinating when you look at other departments of today's society. We already shortly dipped our toes into this argument of today's loneliness epidemic happening, that so many people are alone, that they feel alone, that they're looking for community, as well as this fear of being judged. So, the lessening of risk tolerance, that I feel like both are arguments that are very closely related to this observation regarding fashion and beauty. Mainly because I believe that style, the way we present ourselves to the world, is an integral part of our self expression, even if we do it consciously or unconsciously. The way we get ready, the way we showcase ourselves to the world, they're all part of nonverbal communication. And that makes me curious, what is today's style? What are today's trends actually trying to communicate to us? Thank you so much for joining me on today's little thought adventure. Feel free to treat the comments of this video as if you're annotating a book. I would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions, your assumptions, and maybe even connections to other topics. I'll see you in the next one. The end.